for game one, we got Dakota Haynes against Lawton Burkhalter. Dakota is one of the younger players in our area, and 2 weeks ago he just walked into the store looking to buy some packs, and we let him know that we play every Sunday at 2 o'clock, and he's been here. Last week he was his first week, I think, to do the tournament.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, last week was the actual first week he actually played in the tournament. So
yeah.
All right, we're gonna get underway here. Now, Mace Rebel Trooper. I want to see Mace do some damage, Justin. I keep hearing about this. Keep hearing about old Mace. A lot of people say they have trouble getting him to burst that damage out there, and other people say they're 9 to 12.
And I'm one of those people that had trouble. I put together a Mace Windu hired gun deck with Rebel War Room, and things like smuggling and truce and stolen cash to try to get those resources to use those pay sides. And Mace didn't roll damage. I don't think I hit damage on both of his dice at the same time.
I think if I were you, Justin, I'd stay away from Rebel Trooper for a little while. They seem to be jinxing your gameplay whenever you play Rebel Troopers.
You mean hired gun?
I mean hired gun, yeah. Hired gun. So, looks like we're going to be using Dakota's Battlefield Rebel War Room, and Lawton takes the shields on that. So
I have a feeling Kylo's probably going to be able to hit pretty hard against Lawton's deck. I'm
sure be a lot of blue cards in there.
Yeah, it's going to be mostly blue. I'm sure we'll see defensive position, maybe Planetary Uprising, Field Medic.
Maybe even a Dug In, maybe.
So, and he hits a red. So,
did he miss? Did he choose blue?
Looks like he missed.
Yep. I really like
this. His 9's rolling a blank on that F-11E rifle, which is probably not the best weapon option because 9's secondary character is melee based.
Yeah, but you got to keep in mind too. I'm sure Dakota's playing with a limited card pool right now.
That's true.
Pull from being a new player, so
and not having a job like most of the other players.
Not sinking rent money into Destiny like some of us do.
So Dakota just going ahead and rolling in 9s.
So it looks like Bubba 09 said over here that he read somewhere that the nerf will be you can only override a weapon once per turn. I'm not sure I like that errata. I mean, I know he's probably got to be nerfed at some point, but I think there could be better erratas than that for him. Maybe you go only use that ability once per turn period, not just an override.
Yeah, because that particularly hurts, Rey.
Yeah.
Because one of her strongest points was being able to just action stack on her. But, alright, so let's see what Lawton's going to do. I think he's thinking about what he wants to discard to try to get some damage out of Mace. He's got a Synchronicity, a Logistics. I might just play the Logistics.
Yeah, I think you take those resources.
Oh, he's discarding it. I thought he was going to play it.
Well, he gets the 2 sticks on him. Now, you'd think with a 50% chance on Mace's die that he would consistently roll a lot of damage. But, like I said, I've had a lot of people tell me they just can't hit it with Mace for some reason. So all blanks on Dakota's side right now.
Yeah, that's rough.
Not a lot of damage from a 9s deck. If you have 9s out there, you want to consistently see 6 to 9 damage turn 1.
And Lawton getting off the Synchronicity. So not as bad a roll as you thought.
No. Getting that free damage there.
And Synchronicity is actually a change that I suggested to him.
Of course you would, Justin.
We were working on a Mace Windu deck together, and he didn't have Synchronicity, but Rebel Trooper has a shield side as well. So you have a shield side on all of your starting character dice.
Yeah, that can definitely make it viable.
And so Dakota rerolling gets a Disrupt, another blank, and a 2 damage. And Lawton firing off another Synchronicity.
Oh, play it while you got it shown, right?
That's right. So 4 damage for 0 resources. Man, Synchronicity is such a good card.
For free? That's pretty sick. Here.
Dakota just firing off the Disrupt. And he's going to be able to claim the battlefield and deal 2 damage unless Lawton decides he wants to claim and resolve something. He's thinking about it. Do you claim and resolve that 2 damage from Mace, or do you discard and reroll the other Mace die? Because you know Dakota's gonna claim next action.
Yeah.
And yeah, he wants damage out of it. Gets a resource.
I don't know. I think I reroll there. Because if he just claims, he leaves an obvious 1 damage on the board and a potential 4 damage off the other Mace dies. So yeah, I think I go for the reroll there personally.
So yep, Dakota is going to claim and deal the 2 damage to Mace Windu. So do you think this is the best pairing for Mace Windu? The Rebel Trooper?
I haven't...
I mean, the red cards are really good for him. The Electro Staff, Field Medic.
Yeah, if you're doing it just as a support character for Mace, Rebel Trooper's good with the Guardian ability on there. Yeah, it has a Guardian ability, right? Yeah, I'm thinking of the right card.
Right.
Yeah. So, with the support you're giving Mace with the red, and then also having Guardian on there, I think it could be a good pairing. Whether or not it's the best one or not, I'm personally not sure yet. I haven't got to play around with a lot of pairings with Mace yet, so. But Guardian's always good, as we saw during our Duel of Fates tournament.
Yeah. One of the things that I was doing when I had the Mace Windu with the hired gun is running Impersonate. So I can move all the damage that had gone onto Mace and put that on the hired gun.
Yeah.
Basically heal him for 9 for 2 resources. And that was pretty neat. So Dakota claims, so he's going to start off the round by dropping a Vibro Knife onto 9s. Let's see if he can actually get something out of it this time. Hits the +2, but he has an ambush action. So he'll probably roll in eKylo, I imagine. And Lawton's just reminding him that he has ambush.
Yeah, and I really like that that ability to drop an ambush weapon on FN and then throw 2 damage at your face with eKylo.
And we'll see if Dakota remembers the eKylo ability. Maybe he's just thinking of what color to say, since he missed last round. I think he forgot. He might have forgotten.
And that is not... I know it comes into play a lot in Magic, Justin, where you have May abilities. Like, if you forget a trigger, you just forget it. You don't get to use it.
Right.
But that's not the case with eKylo. It says when you activate the character, that's an ability that triggers. So, but it does look like he forgot, and it looks like Rebel Trooper's going to Guardian the Vibro Knife away.
Yeah, and that's something you don't see very often is people guarding away the modified sides. But Dakota already had 2 base damage sides, so he was going to be able to resolve that +2.
Yeah, and he doesn't look like he has the 1 to pay for the 2-for-1 on eKylo, so
right.
I agree with that. Well, yeah.
Lawton just realized that, Dakota has enough melee sides that he was going to be able to get that +2, so just take it now. But I mean, it does give Dakota double use out of the Vibro Knife, because he gets to roll it back in with 9s. So Vibro Knife coming down on Mace Windu. And hits double 2s. That's 4 damage. 1 away from dead eKylo.
Now, going after eKylo first here, do you like that? I think, personally, I've been going after FN in this matchup.
It just depends on your deck. I mean, Lawton's not running a monocolored deck, so he probably could afford to go for 9s, but I mean, eKylo's die is also 50% damage, and if he hits it with that ability...
and his ability can hurt you. I mean...
Right.
Even with a 50% chance or a 33% chance, I mean, those aren't the exact percentages, because I'm sure he has a few gray cards in his deck, Lawton does, but... If you look at it, a base 50% chance more than likely to hit his ability, that can still... That's pretty good odds.
Another thing about it is that once you kill eKylo, you take away all those spot blue cards. Right. Those blue only cards.
Isolation. Unless you're me and you play it anyway and your opponent doesn't catch it.
Isolation, Deflect, Enrage, which is a card that 9s loves. Just getting money out of nowhere. So Lawton's gonna guard, and he's gonna remove. What would you remove here? I don't even think I would guard. I would probably just deal 4 damage.
I think I saved that.
I mean, he's probably gonna be able to kill Kylo next turn,
Yeah.
and Mace hasn't taken much damage, so.
Yeah, I think I saved that for if you have some hellacious activation from Kylo with a rocket launcher or something.
I mean, he could have just killed Kylo this turn and taken away his ability on activation next turn.
Yeah, and it works out the same then. Yeah.
So Dakota gaining a shield, which it's not going to help him because Lawton has the vibro knife in the pool. I mean, although he could roll the range damage on the Rebel Trooper. So Lawton is going to re-roll. Yeah, I think I really would have just kept that 2 out there, not even guard.
Yeah, I think it's
deal 4, and then you have a 33% chance to hit the fatal damage on the vibro knife.
Yep.
So Lawton discarding off the vibro knife gets a Defiance, which is a pretty good card for Mace if you're able to hit. Defiance is a new 1-cost event. It lets you. It's a gray hero, and you can reroll one of your character dice, and whatever number it rolls, you can heal that much.
Yep.
So it's a potential 4 heal on Mace.
Yeah,
I mean that's the only one. That's only a 1 in 6, but
I really like Defiance. I mean, of course, there's going to be a few decks that it doesn't fit into, but I think Defiance is going to be a really good card for a lot of hero decks. There are so many. Is it character die only? Yeah. So I mean, but they're even if you only hit the 1, I mean, you're still healing. You know, as long as you don't hit a blank. I don't know. I think Defiance is going to be a pretty good card for hero decks. I like to see it played myself. So they're going to reset here. Really close to seeing a dead Kylo.
And Lawton's barely taken any damage. I mean,
well, if you're forgetting the Kylo activation, I mean, we can see right now, Lawton has 2 blue, 2 red, and a gray card in his hand. So
right. And Dakota just hasn't been able to get the upgrades he needs. I mean, he's sitting over there with 4 resources to start the turn.
And I think we might need to probably wouldn't hurt one of us sit down with Dakota eventually, maybe try and help him tune his deck a little bit.
Right.
I don't know if he's really running the proper weapons package for FN that he should be to get the most value out of him.
Right. And here we see a commanding presence coming down on 9. So
no rollout. Right. That's not a weapon.
It's not a weapon. So
yeah.
So commanding presence doesn't see a lot of play, but
it's really expensive.
I mean, it's no more expensive than a riot baton.
Yeah, but a riot baton you're getting value out of with you get 2 rolls first turn you play it. You know, you can possibly hit 6 damage with it.
Right.
It does give you some overwrite with FN, but like I said, with Dakota probably not running the optimal weapons package with FN than he should. So
well, and commanding presence it's more of a utility card, so it's better.
Right.
It's better
certain decks
for like a Thrawn or a Phasma.
He does. Is that the 2 focus he gets on it though?
Yeah, he got a 2 focus.
That's pretty good.
So that's potentially a lot. So he could focus into like 4 damage maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mace just looks too healthy. I don't know.
So he's gonna Guardian the vibro knife away. I don't know, Justin. I've seen you come pretty close to dealing 12 damage in 1 turn with FN. A couple times.
That's true.
A couple times. I'm gonna go ahead and claim, and Justin's gonna start his shenanigans. And 10 minutes later, I have 1.5 dead characters. So there's that 4-for-1 on Mace. So
let's see if Dakota has anything to stop it. What's he got in his hand? Can you tell?
No, I did not see it.
Direct hit.
Yeah, discard direct hit.
No, he's playing it, I think.
Oh. So we're gonna get 3 because
So direct hit
lets
increases.
you resolve one and increases it by 2, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a 2-cost red neutral event. Lets you resolve a die showing damage and increase its value by 2.
And I almost think I throw that on the Rebel Trooper here, not Mace. Take away his Guardian. He's already got 3 damage on him, so you're looking at 1 damage away from having a dead Rebel Trooper that quits letting him mitigate where his damage goes.
So
And Kylo is dead.
Yep. Yeah, Nines just wasn't able to come out swinging this game, you know?
Yeah. And see that, but when you pair 9s with Kylo, the new 2-player Kylo, you know, Dakota was forgetting his ability. That's one of the major reasons that he's paired with him. I mean, he does have a pretty good dice, but that free 2 damage is what makes him a really good pairing with FN.
Right.
So,
And the 12 health.
yeah, 12 health. But so when you're forgetting that Kylo ability, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage immediately.
So Dakota, focusing away from the special on the F-11 rifle, wants a resource for something. Maybe he's gonna be able to override a weapon.
Maybe so. I think he still has cards in hand. He was just only holding that direct hit. So
Because I mean that special was 2 damage. Granted, Lawton got to distribute it as he wanted, but
we're gonna discard a reroll over here.
so
Shield +2 and 2 ranged, and a discard.
Rebel
resource.
Trooper doing work.
Yeah, he has. Was that the 3rd time he rolled range damage on that trooper? 2nd or 3rd? I know he rolled. This is the 2nd time at least, but really rolling pretty good with that rebel trooper, considering he has mixed damage in his characters.
Right.
So
yeah, it'll be scary the day that heroes get
a melee support character.
right.
Yeah.
That's red.
Yeah.
You know, they could go with K2SO even.
Oh man.
And Mace.
And Mace.
So. So Lawton's just thinking what he wants to discard. He gets rid of a dug in.
Looks like dug in. Either that or defensive position. Those 2 cards have a very similar picture. Playing Snap Solo, it was one of the first things I had to get used to. I definitely tried to play defensive position several times and put 3 shields on my characters, you know, in the heat of the battle.
So, anyways, Lawton's gonna re-roll the Makashi training and Mace Windu die.
There's that 4
Hits
for
the
1.
4 again.
That is going to hurt.
Oh, and hopefully, hopefully
6 unblockable, 2 from the range.
And hopefully Dakota has something to use that resource on.
Looks like he's holding the big blaster rifle, the IQ.
So did Dakota claim? I think he just claimed. I mean, he had a
Looks like it.
he had a good chance.
I don't see why he would pass.
He had a good chance of resolving that IQA rifle if he played it, and he could have hit the disrupt, which would have.
Yeah.
You know, and now that's game over because Lawton can use Mace Windu's ability.
Yeah, remove a die, deal 2 damage. Is that unblockable?
No, it's just remove his character die to instantly kill a character with 2 or less
health left. Yep. So all Lawton has to do is roll out, and that's game over.
You know, we'll see if he remembers that if he rolls bad. Yeah, Mace Windu's ability got a lot of flack, and you know, if you think about it, he's already got a 50% chance of rolling at least 2 damage.
Right.
So, like, what's the point? But I've seen a few games where
that's happened to me actually quite a bit, where you need that last 1 or 2 damage, and you just cannot hit it.
Exactly.
So that just gives you an auto, you know, a for sure kill.
It's like Deadly, the new card Deadly,
right?
Which is insane.
Yeah.
You know, being able to do 2 unblockable.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is have your character dice in the pool.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what they're showing.
Right.
Is really strong.
And it also can throw your opponent off.
And Dakota's pretty frustrated. His 9s has not treated him well.
Now, see, if you're going to play that as your first action, you know, I think you just do that at the end of the last round, not clank.
And so here we see Mace Windu rolling poorly. So
yep, that's Perfect example right there.
We'll see if Lawton even remembers. Lawton's a pretty good player, so if he doesn't remember, I'm gonna give him a hard time. Like, if you're playing a character, you should know what they do.
I mean, rolling okay damage over there, but it's too little, too late, and not. It's game over at this point. So.
And yep, he's using the Mace Windu action to kill him.
All right, so Mace taking it down, man.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad to see it. You know, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of Mace and Mace decks, but I'm really pulling to see some heroes, some hero decks consistently get up there in top spots in tournaments. So really excited. I know Sabine has been a big hit.
Yeah, Sabine
seems pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah.
So
I'm not looking forward to playing against Sabine in tournaments.
No.
I've played some Sabine decks on TTS and had multiple people
I heard
rage
about
quit.
that. Yeah, I heard about people rage quitting. Man, play it out. My look on that, Justin, is if you're gonna play, and yeah, you may look at it and go, "This is an auto loss for me" or whatever, and it might be a little irritating. But the only thing that's gonna happen if you play it out is you're going to get better. You're going to see what the deck's doing. You're going to see how to possibly handle that deck. You're going to see how to tweak your deck a little to give you better chances, better odds at beating that deck.
So
just auto quitting doesn't do anything but, you know, make you look
Lawton's,
silly.
Looks like Lawton's going through his deck and like talking to Dakota about like some of, and he's done. But he was just talking about some of his reasonings for some of the cards he put in there.
Is that swiftness?
Yeah, Dakota's running swiftness. You
know, I thought about that for about a minute, running nines, the eKylo nines. I came to a pretty quick conclusion though that it's there are better cards for that spot in the deck. I think it wasn't so much running it with eKylo nines. I was looking at how much swiftness I think can improve a lot of decks. So I've been considering it as an option every time I build a deck. And in eKylo 9s, though, I don't think it's a very good fit. But then again, you know, like I said, Dakota, new player, limited card pool. He's doing what he can with what he has. And actually, you know, showing a pretty decent, for his age, new player kind of, you know, deck building.
I mean, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, deck building skill with what he has. So I'm definitely excited to see how he progresses with the more cards he gets and the you know, more experience he gets under his belt. So
yeah, and it's really cool. Today we actually have three you know, young players.
Yeah, your little brother.
And yeah,
Josiah.
It's cool to see the diversity that this game brings.
Yeah, your little brother, which, you know, I dread playing him, you know, after playing you for so long, if he picks up anything from you, you know.
Yeah, we actually don't play Destiny that much because if we do, he gets mad.
Don't be that big brother, Justin.
I go easy on him.
Yeah, but so we got Josiah here. My daughter again was able to make it this weekend, Bridget, and we have Dakota.
Bridget, who won several weeks ago with Palpatine.
Yeah, I'm so proud, you know. But I love to see the younger crowd, man. See the young blood, new players coming in. So, all right, guys, we're probably gonna take a short break here.